Hello everyone, this is NHL Hawk News Sports. Hope you're enjoying your day today. In this video today, I'd like to thank you for our 250 subs. This is the special video, the official special video. We got to 250 subs. I believe it was last Monday, Tuesday, around there, and then we had Friday the draft lottery. And I was like, no, I have to get these videos off about the draft in the lottery and what's happening, and want to do that for that week. And now we know what the draft lottery brings, so here we go with the special video. So I want to give you loaded up before the draft lottery and see what happens. And it was a pretty much of a shocker, like we all know what happened, right? So let's get into it. So I'd like to thank you all for getting me to 250 subs. Make sure we hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Now we're going to have a special video at 300. Okay, so make sure we try to get to 300 at 354. 254. Can't wait. Doing a great job of getting there to 300 now. That's the new goal. 50 at a time. And then maybe 100 at a time, and then we change the goal. We're going to have special videos. This is what makes the team, I want to give you special videos for thanking you for subscribing. So let's get into it. So what's coming up soon on the channel? I want to give a couple bullet points of what's going to be coming up, what I want to do, my ideas. Here we go with the first idea. And that's previews and reviews. Whoops, where's the R? Never mind, I do have the R. I don't know why I thought about that for a second. So previews and reviews on the playoffs. So if they come, qualifying round, I want to get some previews, I want to get some reviews. I also want to get a preview of the series before it starts, a review of the series when it ends, the best of 5. Then we went get into the playoffs, same thing. Like usual, that's what I want. Now next. Full coverage of off-season of 2020. So that means the draft coming up. That means the free agency, the trades, anything that happens, signings, like I said, free agency, anything. Any off-season thing that happens, retirements, anything that comes up, I want to do videos. Maybe I'll do a video of the day, of news and all, kind of like the hockey guy, that news of the day. I might have to do that during the summer. I kind of stopped that during the season, but I might do it again just to kind of tell us what is happening during the off season. It'll be very impactful. What's going to happen? What is what? Full coverage for sure. Definitely. Alright, moving on to the next thing. I have full coverage of regular season Habs. Now I started with the preview and the reviews of the Habs season up to January. And then after that, I changed my computer, didn't have my file what I wanted, and I quitted. Not quitted, I quit. Literally, I quit doing it. So, sorry about that, everyone. But that's what happened. So, full coverage of the regular season, especially the Habs preview, review, all that stuff of the games, each game, but definitely the Habs games. But I will be doing of all teams for sure. That's what I want to do, but have a section for the Habs too, for my favorite team. Now let's get on to the next thing. a series with a playlist of basically what I like to talk about. I will be doing the season preview for all 31 NHL teams. I like to review the season for each team. I should probably be doing that for the 7 teams who finish the season. It won't be in the playoffs. And then the other ones, 24 teams, I will be doing. I want to do that. Just series on anything. I was doing redraft series. I was thinking of doing that. I did that. I want to do maybe different things. As I think of, I have a big list of ideas, what to do, what I want to do. I can tell you a couple right off the bat here. Here we go. So here's a couple. I have a bunch I've written down, but there's top 5 overpaid players starting from 2003. I don't want to write all these down because there's so many. Ranking all 31 NHL prospect pools. That is one I definitely want to do. Review all my NHL mini jerseys. That is one I did on single ones. Some of them you have not seen yet. I'll do a video on that. Review of the NHL Draft Black Book. I have the 2012 one. That's the only one I have. I like to do that. That's a really cool book for sure. NHL Career of Player Brian Gianta. Did I do Brian Gianta? I feel like I did. Or maybe I have not. I have to take... let me take away mock draft of April. I did that like every single week. So, players that were picked later in the draft and see who was picked first and where are they now. I did that with Ryan Miller. I know people have done that with videos. I like to do that one for sure. Habs the Boney toy review. I have 2 of them. One from 2005 and one, 2017. Is McDavid the second best player in Oilers history? Another one to put out there. Definitely. Ranking the first overall pick up to 2019. I know I've seen, I think, one person do it too. I had this on before they did that. Ranking all 31 NHL teams on the first season in the NHL. That's an interesting one. I might do that one too. These are really cool one. May do NHL draft. I can take this one out. This is about the NHL draft. About the lottery. I can take that one right out. Prospect profile for players on series. Yes. So the prospect profile for eligible for the 2020 draft, I am going to do a series on that. I want to get a little bit closer to the draft. If it's October, I want to wait a little, maybe after the playoffs. If the playoffs happen or not, we'll see. Grading pool guide magazine of 2019. That is going to be a lot of work to figure out, but I really want to do that. Grading all 31 NHL GMs. Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it? Top 5 best trades for all 31 NHL teams in 2010 to 2020, the decade. That's a good one. Best and worst seasons from all 31 NHL teams. Best players from all 31 NHL teams. Predicting lineups of the future. I did do that one. I stopped it. Should probably start that up again. NHL opinions. I was gonna do. This is the interesting one to do. Give players lots of term experience or young head coaches. Build your goalie outward. Like when you build your team, start with the goalie and then defense and then forwards, or do you build from whatever way you want to do it? Should all NHL teams have mascots? Should NHL expand to Houston, Quebec, Cleveland, or Kansas City? Should teams have a third jersey? Should the NHL hold a combine for prospects? Is it beneficial to have a goalie duo? Is having solid center depth the key to win the Stanley Cup? Should goalies be able to be captains? Very interesting one. If your team is low in attendance, not playing well, should they move to a new city? Should teams use the money on free agents? Is it wise to offer sheet a player? You know I got that one from the Sebastian Aho one. Is it wise to offer sheet a player? Should players have the option to pick jersey number over 99? So like 100, be like number 105. That's what I mean. Is the draft lottery fair enough? This one just I think people might want to hear this one. I should do that one. Combining drafts on doing a top 15. Best players from the 2020 NHL draft for each country. I did do that one. So I had done that one. That was a great one. I want to keep that so I can do it for next year. What do you think about those? These are some really good ideas I have. Just series, playlists, just videos in general, NHL opinions, that whole list of NHL opinions I had. Like part of it was a series I was going to do about NHL opinions, about should there be a third jersey for all teams, should there be young or experienced coaches, which one should get higher, all that stuff. So enjoy that stuff. Hopefully in the near future, if it's this year, next year, the years to come, those will be done for sure. Great ideas. If I'm bored, be like, I don't know what to do. Hey, good idea, right? So thank you for all doing that and listening to all those videos, ideas. Moving on to the next section. And that is favorite teams, top 5. Now I have said this, if you don't know it, well now you do. You're going to go find out. Starting off at number 5. And that is the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota is my 5th team. I did it to 3, then I expanded to 5. I like Mikko Koivu is my favorite player from the Wild. Of course, if he retires, I'm kind of debating between Ryan Suter and Vila and Kaprizov if he comes over. Not sure what I'm going to do if Koivu retires. If he doesn't, he's still going to be my favorite player. Moving on to number 4. The Ducks. Now, my favorite player from the Ducks used to be Andre Kase. Now it's Ryan Getzlaf. But Kase I always liked, and then he got traded at the deadline to the Bruins, which the Ducks got Axel Anderson, a first-round pick, which probably be a late first-round pick, and all that, and David Backes, but I did like that they did get Axel Anderson, but losing Kase, he was actually injured a little, he was been injured, great talent, but been injured. Moving on to number 3. That's the Canucks. Now mine is Elias Pettersson. I like Elias Pettersson a lot. He has a great shot, does amazing things. I also like Bessel. Horvat I do like. His captain, his leadership will be beneficial to the team for sure. And being captain already, that's a good idea, for sure. But Canucks, I like them. I love the jersey history. That's like one of my favorites. With the flying V, with the skating puck, with the puck on the stick and rink. I have magnets for. I have like a bunch of the hockey man, the flying V, the stick and rink, the skating puck, all those, that Canuck logo, all those. I really like. I always enjoyed it. It's really cool. A lot of fun to look at. And interesting jersey logo history, but not just that. I like the players always. Patrick Boy, even though I wasn't born back then, is a fantastic player, and was amazing for another reason why I like this team. Moving on to number 2. And that's the Red Wings. And you're probably thinking, I feel bad for you. 4th overall. Hey, I don't mind 4th overall for the Red Wings at all. It's going to happen. It could happen. Don't have your mind set on one thing that you're going to win 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. Because if you hit 4th, you're going to be like, oh no. And I was like, if they hit 4th, I wouldn't mind. On my mock drafts from week 1 to 7, Red Wings only made the top 3 once. And they won 1st overall once. I think it was like week 6. I couldn't get them to win it. And they kept getting 4th overall. So just to put out there, I wasn't surprised. But the Red Wings back then, Datsuk, Zettersburg, always liked them. Lindstrom, Yzerman, Fedorov, Hasek, one of my favorite goalies. Definitely out there. So he's amazing, and Red Wings winning so many cups, they were just so good for so long. And if you wanted to, like a veteran, did not win a Stanley Cup in his career, or wanted to win more than just 1 or 2, then they come to the Red Wings and they go win it together. Brett Hall, Luke Luso, Luka Robitaille, guys like that. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna go to the Red Wings just to win a cup, okay? Brendan Shanahan was there too. It was like, man, so many good players on the Red Wings in the early 2000s. My goodness, that was amazing. Number one, and you're probably not surprised. I told you this all the time, but the Habs. Yes, the Canadians. Carey Price is my favorite goalie. Favorite player on the Canadians. I really like what we have at young prospects: Caulfield, Romanoff, Struble, Norlindo, Primu, all these guys, Paling, even Kakiniemi. He's not a prospect. I do like him still. Even what we have, Deneau, Tatar, Gallagher, Suzuki. Even on defense, Weber, Petrie, even Shohat. I kind of became a fan later on the season with him. Kincaid, no. Of course, he's never coming back again. But those guys I really do like, and the atmosphere of the fans, how loud they get, it's amazing, especially in playoff hockey. My goodness, that's why my logo surrounds the Habs, but I talk about all 31 NHL teams, and I try to do it equally, not talk just about the Habs, about the Bruins, the Leafs, teams that I might not like the most, but I still like to do videos on and try to pretend I am the fan and try to put my shoes in what they are and do videos on it. Not from a Habs fan viewpoint at all. So, thanks for watching. Like the video, ding the bell, comment, share. Hope you'll enjoy this video. I will see you in the next video. Hope you enjoy these video ideas also. What I'm going to be doing soon, and please comment in the comments below. Let's do our next special video, and remember, 300 sub video. We'll get there sooner than later, for sure. You keep up what you're doing. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, do the bell, comment, share, do all that stuff. This is NHL Hockey News Sports. Have a nice day. Goodbye.